This is the Refined Football Podcast show, and of course, it's a full house today in the studio. From my right hand is CJ. Welcome to the studio, my brother.
Thank you so much.
On my immediate left is Coach Robert. Coach, you are welcome.
Thank you so much.
On my immediate right is Mickey Mandela, Chief Priest of Football. These are our girls in the house. So today, I have two very important discussions. And the first is the issue between Ademola Lookman and Gasperini, coach of Atlanta. Of course, after his penalty kick, the one he lost in the game against Club Brugge in Champions League, we saw the interview the coach granted. And the second topic we're going to deliberate on is, it's not really a physical issue, but I know it's going to happen because these are two superstars playing for the biggest team in the world. Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius. And the question is, do you think Kylian Mbappe is overshadowing Vinicius? Well, let's start with the case of Ademola Lookman and Gasperini. And I'll read his comment. He said, and I quote, "Worst penalty takers I've ever seen." He also mentioned Lookman as a poor record in penalty conversion, even in training, after his penalty loss in the Champions League game against Club Brugge. So CJ, I'll start with you. What's your say? Because this is not the first time this is happening to a Nigerian.
Yeah.
I don't want to make it
mostly in Italian.
I don't want to make it a race issue, but it is what it is.
It's not a race issue. Let's not call it a race issue. I think.
Sorry for the reason I said I don't want to call it, but it is what it is.
Sure, definitely.
I can't remember the name of this striker, the one that's informed now for Atlanta. Something I can't remember his name. Rotegu, yes. He lost a penalty against Arsenal.
Yeah, I'll come to that.
The Champions League. And when they interviewed Gasperini, he said, and I quote, he had a good game, but so unfortunately he couldn't convert from the penalty spot.
And even the game, I think, against, was it an Italian game against Roma?
It's Serie A game, yes.
Yes, he lost, he missed the penalty. And as when he scored that penalty, Napoli now, Atlanta now would have been top of the table. With at least a 3-point margin ahead of Napoli. You understand? So you coming out to grant such an interview and sounding very condescending. The coach didn't act properly as a coach. At all. Because coming to Lookman's aspect, he has been one of the pillars in the team.
36 seconds after coming to the game, he scored a goal.
You understand? So, and he just came back from injury, he introduced him to the goal, he scored. And even in that, before he played that penalty, the captain himself
was there,
and this Kuleseri, they
gave him the go ahead to play.
You understand?
Because he just came in and scored, and the confidence was high on him.
Yeah, you understand? Take play. Him missing it. What the coach would have done is encourage him. You don't need to condemn him, because if you check out back to last season, he has been the key player.
From last season, he has been the man.
Because was not there last season. He has been the one pushing Atlanta. Even took them to the Europa League final.
And won them the final.
Scoring the hat-trick.
Won the man of the match.
You understand? It's not easy for you to go to an European competition in the final and score a hat-trick. I think he might be either the second.
He's the first to do it, not the second. First to do it.
Yes. So it's not easy.
In the European competition final.
And inform Bayern Leverkusen.
That went unbeaten throughout the season in German Bundesliga for that last season.
Going to the cup final, winning it in their league, coming to the Europa, making the final. For you to a player single-handedly scored an hat-trick. In games like this, it's not actually his fault. From the first leg, he didn't play well. He lost the game.
And there was no Lookman
coming to the second leg, you're home. What you do is bring out your tactics, do everything you need to do.
Take your chances,
get the first goal. Okay, check out. I think they had the red card in that game.
They had the red card?
Yes. What did the captain do? Was he supposed to do it?
That was an unnecessary tackle.
You were supposed to stone the player. Okay, you wanted to stone the player, you missed it, and you rushed at the player. Even as much as they are winning, you're upset. Don't do that. You don't have to do that. So I think them losing that game was not actually
Lookman's was not. He missed a penalty, and anybody.
Penalty, even the great players.
They missed penalty too.
Ronaldo, Messi. They lose penalty. Messi lost against, I think, was it not? Whose game was this?
Even in the World Cup final, let's not go far. In the World Cup final, he lost against Poland.
And he scored. Ruben, same thing against Chelsea. He lost. As when he scored that penalty, they would have won that game against Chelsea 2002.
If
so many games.
If some players in the French national team didn't lose their penalty in the World Cup final, they would have. Argentina wouldn't have won the final.
You understand? That's
so it is part of football.
For you to say if I know is for you to say, Lookman is the worst penalty taker. In Super Eagles, he plays penalty.
Yes.
It's penalty.
Let me just come in.
Okay.
You know, the man made a statement, the coach made a statement and said, this is the worst penalty taker I have ever seen. Yeah, like what you said, it may be something of race, but I won't take it to that side. This is game of football. And in every team, they have hierarchy of how they do their things. There are people that are meant to play corner kicks.
Free kicks.
There are meant to play free kicks. There are people that are meant for penalties. If this person is not here, the other person is here. After this person, just like in a pecking order like that, just like striking a force. You know, I believe, even though the man rushed to making such a statement, but I believe he was hinting on the fact that he has at least two of the best penalty takers
in the team
on the field of play that time. Do you understand me? That even though Lookman came and scored in within 40 seconds or 50 seconds, he came inside, wouldn't have been a criterion for him
to take the penalty.
To go and take the penalty.
Yes, I understand.
Do you understand what I mean? It could have been a criterion because I scored the goal, so let me make it two.
No, coach,
and when he knows that,
coach, but that was not. No, he's coach.
I'm
also
see what I'm saying. See what I'm saying. Like what you said. The captain, they gave him the ball. Yes. He has taken the ball, and they will not go and take it away from him. That is professionalism.
No, actually, they spoke to him before he went to take the ball.
See, if they saw the desire
for him that he wants to play,
that he wants to play it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So they never wanted to drag it, and also he has scored one. Let us see whether he can make it a brace.
Yeah.
Do you understand me? That is the area I think the coach was coming from. That is not supposed to. That's why I said the worst penalty taker I've seen. Even that in training, he is a poor.
Rate. Yeah. But me, if I would say, I think in that heat of the moment, shouldn't have said that. Should have been a one-on-one conversation with the player.
That's what I said. That he was
too eager.
He was in a rush.
Yes, to just
make such a statement, and I believe, he wouldn't be the first, because I know that sometimes you will see coaches criticizing a player directly after a game. You understand me? But the thing is that the way it came,
too direct.
Yeah, that is the only thing. But coaches do blame players directly.
Okay. Coach, but to me, what I see there is because why the blame go to him directly, irrespective of what Lookman has done for the Atlanta as a team. I don't see any current player in that Atlanta that has performed.
And since he has been out injured, they've not really gotten any good results.
Like what Lookman has been doing in Atlanta.
Nobody's disputing that.
Let me say that I'm going somewhere. See,
come back, we don't go somewhere.
When somebody don't really like, you can be a good player.
Definitely.
But a coach might not really like the glory, the energy that you are bringing out from the team. Every glory goes to you. You might not be his favorite too, but you are a favorite to the fan. Do you know sometimes some coaches don't like that?
It's for sure. It's part of the game.
So every little mistake you see that kind of player make, the way the coach will capitalize on it, like no player have ever done such. So me, I see that as a hidden hatred,
and there was
to that boy as an African player going too far. So that is how I see it.
I want to say something.
Hold on, because I could remember their last match they played with Arsenal. A player like Lookman still missed a penalty, and the media went to him, and he said he had a nice game. You said that he had a nice game, despite that unfortunately he missed the penalty. No, this guy, what did he need? If he really loved that guy as his boy, if he really loved him, at that kind of Lookman himself is under the players. He's not happy. So what a good coach would have done? Cheer him up with what you say outside to show that you still believe in him, despite he lost.
And there was something Lookman said in the interview.
Now, hold on. Are you expecting Lookman to give Atlanta 100% after that kind of word?
Definitely, he has to do it.
Wait. What I'm saying,
because his job is at stake.
Wait, hold on. There's a difference when you are playing ball without any grudges, and when you are playing ball,
carrying grudges.
You don't understand.
Even when he's trying to give you
no. Mickey, that area, he will still give his 100%.
You don't understand.
Reason. If he goes underperforming, They might put him in the situation they put Osimhen.
Yes, now definitely.
The coach can keep him there for 2 years without playing football, and the value will go down.
He will leave.
They have to clear him.
And when leaving, do you think his market value will rise up or drop it?
Right now, as it stands,
see
this small thing that Gasperini talk, it might trigger Lookman to
because
he's
do you know why?
living.
Do you know
so what are you saying?
him living is not because of what he said. Do you know he has faced things like this worse than this?
He said it in his post.
Worse than this.
He said, I have faced situations
do you know when
similar to this. In this same Atlanta.
Even
but
in
he has not
England,
been.
even in
He is not the
England.
type that comes out to speak out.
Oh yes.
He said it.
See, let me tell you, there are
But
players.
this one, why all of us see this way? Because the
coach came out,
come
yeah.
public and say it.
Do you know?
Like sometimes you can
like-
be facing something
like what-
inside.
see.
Since the thing is not outside, you
Like
keep it
what,
like that. But now
Chief
it is
Priest,
outside.
Like what coach said, see, the way the coach said it, he said he was not meant to say it that way. You understand? But he still said something again. See, he said, even in training,
He has
is
a poor
worst
conversion rate.
penalty.
you understand? See, you can be. See, we might be as a team
Must still come outside and
understand.
say that.
See, this thing is understanding aspect.
You know that, okay,
we are here. We are not in support of what he said.
Still under pressure. The coach
Let's take it like this.
See,
you know your son or you know your daughter.
Do you know-
your daughter, maybe your daughter is not well behaved outside. Must he come outside and say to the public?
See,
now, I say
that one is another aspect.
Wait, I know.
I know that one you're saying is another aspect.
Even if my son,
coach, you were coach.
in outside,
Coach, wait.
does something wrong outside. If I meet him at the outside, I will tell him that you are wrong. I don't need
Coach,
support.
it's not everything you tell people like how your son behave.
You know, there's something I used to say.
You deal with it.
This one is different. This is what happened outside.
What am I
This one
trying to
happened
say?
outside.
Hold on.
The game happened
Coach,
outside. It
coach,
wasn't inside.
Hold on now. He
Yeah.
said something. Gasperini say Lookman is a worse penalty taker, even in the training.
That his conversion rate is.
Calm down.
No.
Now,
Yes.
you love this guy as a coach, and he has not been as in giving you 100% from training on taking penalty. Now, what do you have to do as a coach? You employ a good penalty taker. That's how I believe that's how professional is being run. You are
employ a coach.
Employ a coach of penalty.
Employ a coach.
Under Eric Tang. Sorry to deviate. This guy from South Africa. What is his name?
McCarthy.
He was working only for the strikers.
Was
strikers.
okay.
That is
The
what it is.
strikers.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Penalty takers is not just this. When okay, you
So,
say
no.
if we should deviate a bit. Sorry.
People that
Sergio Ramos was not Madrid's best penalty taker.
Are you trying to say that?
But he was taking it because his conversion rate was more than everybody.
Wait, hold on. Are you trying to say that people that take penalty they don't practice it?
Definitely, they practice. That's why the
So
coach
are
is
you trying to say
telling
that
you.
practice doesn't make
That's
perfect?
why the
No,
coach is telling
no.
you
See,
in penalty taking in trainings. He is worse. He does not. His conversion rate is poor.
He shouldn't have said that for
Do you
public.
need to go and apply a coach
my
to teach
own-
you
no,
penalty?
No, it's not possible.
You see, because he's an African
my own-
The way you're saying it now.
it's because he's an African
My
guy.
own take is that.
The way
My
you're
own
saying it,
take.
we are not in support of what. Sorry,
Yes,
we are
what
not
he
in
said.
support of what.
Have you ever seen
Chief
someone
Priest.
wait as Ronaldo is the world best, Messi is the world best. This is an African best coming out for the public and tell the whole world he's worst penalty taker you have ever seen.
Let me tell you.
Okay, are you trying to say that
It happened to.
Look,
Let me see what you're saying.
Wait,
it happened to Samuel Eto'o.
Hold on.
It happened to Didier Drogba. They all have been criticized, but that does not see. Even the coach, you're saying that he's saying bad thing against Lookman. Do you know if Lookman does not perform well and cannot help the team, the coach job is at stake also.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know
So
that.
see, sometimes criticizing a player would
would
ginger
give-
him
would
more.
ginger you.
And Lookman said something in his statement, but that does not mean he will take it to heart. What he will do is he will keep on.
Becoming
You understand? That's what the thing.
on it.
See,
Yeah,
because
but-
your
He has
job
to
as a
conquer-
player,
he has to conquer it. Psychologically,
watch
he has to
players
conquer it.
like, let's just say Emmanuel Dennis of Club Brugge. Then where is he now? He's nowhere to be found because of what attitude. Your something
He's playing on that
He's-
one.
he
on
plays.
He's
He
playing for
plays.
Blackburn.
Blackburn, yeah.
playing is not playing. Cool.
But where he is
but
now-
where is he? Is he
No,
supposed to be
he's not
there?
supposed to be there.
You understand? If Lookman should look because okay, you're criticizing him now.
just wants to give his
No
best.
problem. Let me leave it now. I want to go out and you stop playing.
He will play his ball.
Let me tell you, your market value in as much as
It must surely go down. It must
because
surely
you're
go
not
down.
playing
He's playing the ball
consistently.
for himself, not for the coach.
He cannot play for himself.
Who is he playing for?
He's playing for the club
For
and
the
the
club,
coach.
for the fans, for
Because
the
if the
coach,
coach
for
says he
himself.
doesn't want you today, your market value is putting you on the bench. Your market value is
Yes.
He
dropping.
doesn't play ball for the coach.
Why?
He's playing for the coach,
He doesn't
playing for the
play
team, playing for the
He
fans.
has the best that you know.
No, both for the coach.
It's for everybody.
For the fans
If the
too.
coach don't like him, will not sign him.
Even you, as you're saying now, you are in support of Lookman.
Yeah.
You understand? Wait, I'm coming.
Definitely,
You are in
nobody
support
is
of
against
Lookman.
him.
Then what if the coach said, Lookman, you are not playing again?
Then the board will tackle the coach.
The who?
The board will sack
The
him.
coach can stand there and
Lookman will
cannot
stay.
sack.
Let me tell you, the coach, do you know they are third in the log?
Who is
Do you
giving
know
them
they are third?
results?
Do you know they are third in the log and they are not doing bad?
Yes, so he cannot sack the
Since
coach because of
Lookman,
one
let me tell
person.
you, Lookman had
They cannot
injury.
sack a coach because of one person.
Yes, because
They
he's
can
doing
sack
well.
a coach
He's doing well.
without one person.
With-
No,
No.
it's not. It's hard. It's
Okay,
rare.
okay. For
It's
the
rare.
2-3 matches, I think
It's
Lookman
rare.
has been played for the league. Did you watch the match? How did he went?
How did you
Over 3 matches.
Okay, never played.
They lost the they lost the 5 matches.
They won
in the
only
league.
one.
They won only one and lose one and
Lost
draw one. I
they
think.
lost
Abi?
3.
No,
They drew 1.
They lost one.
They
They
didn't
won.
lose. They played draw in 3 games.
They drew 3, lost
They lost
1.
only 1,
Okay,
and they
is it a
lost
good
the
result?
Champions League game.
Is it a good result?
And where are they in the log?
It's even better you lose.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Sorry, let me
No,
ask you a
no,
question
it's-
before I go. If you want to sack this coach now, what will you do to versus coach?
Nobody's going to sack anybody.
No, that's
That's what I'm saying. If you want to do sack this coach because Lookman is not there and they are not performing, they are underperforming.
saying.
I'm not
Wait,
saying-
I'm
I'm
just
saying
giving
they
you
should sack-
instances. You are saying about if Lookman does not play well, and maybe the fact they will report it like to the board,
Yeah, the
right?
board will-
And the board will say, okay,
Everybody
because
see Lookman
let me ask- no,
activeness and energy to the team.
It is not.
he cannot do everything alone, do you know? But he will contribute.
But we must not forget that when last season,
Uh,
the same Gasperini
Yes.
was with them.
Well,
And they was praising him
Last
for
season-
doing what he did in the
Coach,
finals.
coach,
So
the year
if
they-
he still come to
the
criticize
year
him,
Madrid beat them,
where
where were they? Was it not quarter final? They entered the Champions
There is
League.
a time.
Yeah, see,
There is a time somebody will just do something. You don't have any choice than to say congratulations.
the only
Even when
thing-
it's not coming out from the
My
heart.
only say in
We
all
say
of
it.
this is that
See,
the way
coaches,
the coach came out to say it.
we
It's
know.
small.
See, we
Because
know.
it's
We
so
are not
professional.
nobody is
Supporting.
100%
Yeah.
supporting
Is
the
it because
coach.
it's Lookman?
2,
How can you
the
come out
coach,
and say-
based on the tension, maybe coach has told the management that that's 2-1
We can turn
behind.
it.
We can turn it.
And which is Atlanta can actually turn that game.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I was
It-
surprised
see,
they
you know
lost the
That
game.
you can turn it.
Okay, the penalty he missed was around
3-0.
60
I was
minutes.
surprised they lost the
You
game.
understand?
But
Was
it-
around
Yeah,
still
60
enough
something
time.
minutes.
So when something
And
happens,
I
the
think
coach will
if
not be
they had
happy.
scored that penalty, I believe
Would have
the
been-
So
captain wouldn't have reacted that way
What
to
you guys
collect the red
understand
card.
that it's meant
Because
to
after they
be.
lost that penalty, the anxiousness and the anger
That is it.
that made the captain have to collect the
Much
red
of
card.
tension.
Lookman is not the only one that
No,
lost
we are not
penalty when
saying
it's
we are not
Yes.
saying you
and
understand us.
other coach those guys that lost that penalty when it's needed, their coach, the management, the manager did not come out to the media to say such thing like that.
But do you know?
Okay,
Wait. Sorry.
Okay.
During the time, the return of Ronaldo to
Manchester.
who was the coach then?
Anytime.
No, was it Ten Hag?
Soja was there before
Sosa?
Ten Hag. Yes.
No, return of Ronaldo.
Yes.
No, it was
Soja.
this
No.
man. This Sweden man from Sweden. What's his name?
Radnik.
Ralph
Radnik,
Radnik. Radnik,
yes.
yes.
It was Soja that coached
Soja.
Soja. What are you saying?
Ole Gunnar.
Ole Gunnar
Yes,
was
yes,
that
yes,
was
Soja.
Ronaldo.
Yeah, that's what.
Yes,
it was
Do you
Soja.
remember what he said?
What's
So
it
that when there was a penalty that Fernandes dragged with Ronaldo and missed it.
Yes.
He criticized him.
Definitely. Because Ronaldo is good.
He criticized him.
I did
Bruno
not
knew
see that.
that this person is the person that takes penalty. But just because of how will I dare here, this man come meet me, they want to play penalty always. He played it and missed it. He criticized him openly.
And that missing is not just he played it to keeper's hand. He played it up.
Over the back.
Just what I'm
Because
saying.
he was
I
angry.
remember
But
the
if
you understand-
if
you
it is
understand.
an African man, they will say it's racism.
Yeah, you see.
No, it's not.
That's
Not
why I
always.
said I don't want to call it a race issue.
Yes, that is
not-
not.
let's just take it what
It
it
is
is.
the tension that is in demand that time. Though he was not supposed
He
to.
was-
Yes,
So
that's just my own.
Definitely
How can
you
you say
apologize.
That's my own.
it's the worst
That's why I say
penalty
sometimes
taker I've ever seen.
you know we are not there with them.
The statement is
That's why
bad.
I'm only focused on
See,
what he
You
said.
know we
very,
are not
very
actually
bad.
there with them. We are only seeing.
Nobody
Look
sees
at
behind
what JJ Okocha said. Look at also what Didier Drogba said. It's very bad. The comment is very bad.
See,
You
nobody
cannot say that.
Everybody
What are you
knows
saying?
somebody
Nobody's saying it's good, but don't you know that this
Indirectly, you are saying it's good. You say it is only way
I
to
wouldn't
ginger
criticize
him.
Rashford.
No.
Tell me, as Rashford not be
How can you
criticized
ginger?
first.
How can you ginger a player by
Yes,
by
how to all
walking him
players.
outside? You are mocking him. You say you are
it happens
him.
to all players, not just the blacks.
Then when it happen to all players, how do they take it?
Must we always wait for
when it happens
praises all the time?
Yes. You must see.
See, when somebody is down, it's not when he will criticize him.
He is being praised
in
the public when he did good. You still be criticized. Okay, look at openly now we are criticizing our administration of the board, NFF board. We are criticizing the people who are coming open to criticize them. Why can't you go and meet them? They are calling one-on-one and criticize them.
Okay, let's check about
just because of what you are passing through in the system. That is why we will openly criticize them.
Okay,
let's check about this Chelsea player.
Lookman is a good player.
Okay,
for what they have done to Atlanta, not quite wrong. Very, very. You can remember the game how he went. It's not what a coach can just come and say. It's the worst penalty.
Let me tell you something. When I saw that, criticism would push you up. What happened to Jackson? Wasn't he criticized?
Where is Jackson now?
Wait now.
What do you mean by that?
Let me tell you. Yes, the players you criticize.
There's what they call constructive criticism.
You understand?
Yeah, and destructive criticism.
You understand?
Okay, look at Mourinho when he wanted to take over Real Madrid.
Yes.
That a player like Kaka, who has been somebody there, he told him early, begin to look for where he did.
Yes. Not just Kaka, so many players.
That are not
Ozil was part of it too.
Ozil was in the team when he came.
That are not anything to do with my team.
It's not because they are not good players. He said that because of their working rate, they are lazy players.
No.
Why would you say Kaka was not a lazy player? Ozil was not a lazy player. Ozil under Mourinho, did not Ozil that gave their assist and made Mourinho score 401 goal.
I still maintain what I'm saying. What Gasperini
said
is very, very wrong. No matter how you take it, I don't know how you want to take it. This is an African champion. You shouldn't have said that. How would you say that?
Even the world best they criticize and talk about the African.
Okay, Africa. Okay, now you are telling us that Africa is nobody. Can you imagine?
That's where you are going now. Even the world best.
Easy Tigers.
After the Ballon d'Or. After the Ballon d'Or. Rodri.
Yes.
You saw. Has anybody praised Rodri for winning that?
Winning what?
Yes, now they said he does not deserve it.
Has anybody praised Rodri?
People are praising what are you saying? No. Some people are praising him. Some people are criticizing him.
Yes, that's the same thing.
Even when Ronaldo won it, even when Messi won it, there is some criticism.
That's what I'm saying.
You must not praise a player always.
Criticism has to be. The other way around, you call him and you have to go and call Rodri and tell him.
You should go to that man and apologize to him.
Do you know? That's what I said. We are only saying what we are saying. We are not behind the skin, right?
We are not behind the skin.
That's why we should only say the one we know because
we
don't know if
a player like Lookman. This is the only Lookman have won man of the match like 8 times, if I'm not mistaken. Only him. Yes, now.
Not only him, said in the team, not say only him.
In the team.
Because that is a good work.
There were players in Atlanta. They are
players, but it is the only person that show his hand that work.
Let me tell you the reason why you say because of the African best they give to him.
It's not because of that.
And they won Europa League. Let me tell you, you know Atlanta
generally
in the Champions League since they started coming to the Champions League, they have always made to the round of 16 and quarterfinal.
Yes.
So are you saying they are not doing well?
They are trying their best.
Not trying.
They are trying
they
their
are
best.
doing well because they are meeting teams that are more bigger than them. They are eliminating them. If at that time they are doing those things, they meet a smaller team. They will definitely reach the final. And the coach has been the one taking them to that place. You know when they have attacker like Muri of I think Muri of this Colombia guy that was hot in attack, scoring goals, was part of 1 to 3 years who scored in Italian league then. What would you say? Winning trophy at that period team is a collective effort.
Yes.
Then one person scoring goals and winning it's part of his performance. You understand? He's helping the team. One person coming and say, okay, I must prove myself. I must help this team. He's not carrying the ball from the goalpost and going to the post to score.
We all know that.
Sorry, let me just say this. This must be a lesson
to other players.
Like if you miss a penalty, they will kill
you. Wait. Allow me to say what I want to say. Don't be desperate to put your name
on the score sheet.
Desperation cost him that.
Let it come naturally.
Yes.
So
if he has stood like they now say okay Lookman.
Are you telling me?
Let's not drag it.
Are you telling me there has not been a player that drag penalty and still convert it to the net?
Let's not drag this.
You are not in a position.
Lookman was unlucky last night. He was unlucky.
It happened in Turkey. Yes. One African guy striker. There was a penalty.
Bashwali, I think
the boy said he wanted to play it. The coach said, I beg, don't allow him
that was if Fenerbahce, before Mourinho came,
don't allow him to play that penalty, please.
And he played and scored.
The boy said, I must play it.
The
drag and finish, he played it,
and he scored. So
he scored, I think he scored 2 goals in that
game. Lookman was just unlucky.
Wait, he did it. Then the coach who was against him, who was criticizing his playing, turned back to do what? To praise him.
And that day, the coach clapped for him. Then later, do you know in that same match, later the guy, the team was like, don't worry, go and meet the coach. He went to meet the coach and hugged the coach. See, that's always come. It makes you improve.
Because of that, made him, and let me prove this man wrong.
Yes.
No problem. I think we've raised enough point already, and my only say is that the way the coach said it,
it's very wrong. I don't know what they are saying.
I think I picked some points.
We are not saying we are not against.
It's not 100%.
You understand?
Not everybody can stand criticize. There are some people that you criticize that you see that their ball will just drop.
Which
people are like that.
Don't have psychological stability.
If it would have done, it would have affected Osimhen mostly.
Do you know his own psychological level?
Let's not drag him out at
national team and facing club side at the same time. You would have made him you will not even hear about his name now, but what is it?
If this thing will make him to go down, he will also go down in Super Eagles.
I am of the belief that Ademola Lookman has gone through a lot of pressure in this game. He has been to numerous clubs. Though he will do well now.
And he dropped Everton. The coach always criticizes him because he missed goals.
And I think from last season he has been very magical.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a message from the TRF podcast team to Ademola Lookman. You've been through thick and thin in this game. You started very, very poorly, and fortunately from you, from last season, you started picking it up. And presently, you're the African best. Whatever the coach might have said that didn't sit well with you, please don't let it affect your game. Unfortunately, this will be drawing the curtains on today's edition on the Refined Football Podcast Show. As we promised, entertaining, very informative, at the same time, very, very, very intensive. For our followers, our viewers from wherever you might be watching from, please do ensure to follow us on our social media pages, most especially our YouTube page. And do not forget to keep the notifications button on. And until we meet again, it's goodbye from all of us at TRF Podcast. God bless you all.